A new fire burning in Ventura County. They're calling it the Auto Fire. It is burning in the Santa Clara riverbed. Multiple water-dropping aircraft are working this fire, and the good news right now is that fire crews say no homes are currently being threatened. We have team coverage on this new fire burning tonight, beginning with Chris Christie live in Air 7. Chris.
That's right, Mark. What started as a small vegetation fire at around 7 o'clock this evening quickly became a 5-acre brush fire and has since doubled to more than 10 to 15 acres in the middle of the Santa Clara riverbed between the Ventura Golf Course and the River Ridge Golf Club. It quickly was driven by heavy fuel and heavy winds through here, upwards of 30 miles per hour at one point, speeding westward towards Victoria Avenue. Fire crews, after numerous water drops, were able to stop the forward progress of this fire just about 1,000 feet short of Victoria Avenue, which had to be shut down, but came really close at one point as it made the run towards the west, where there was a whole bunch of agriculture just beyond Victoria Avenue. But you can see now those heavy, thick flames have now dwindled to a few major hotspots that they are now continuing to douse with several helicopters on scene and a lot of kindling. This fire will likely be burning through the night before they can finally contain the auto fire here in Ventura, between Ventura and Oxnard. Reporting live from Air 7, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Chris, we've seen it from the air. Now let's go to the ground. Eyewitness News reporter Liz Nagy from our Chicago sister station, live at the scene with more on that fire burning tonight in Ventura. Liz, what can you see?
Mark, Ventura County firefighters say they have about 100 firefighters out here on the scene, and they have been aggressively fighting this fire for the last 4 hours or so. As you heard from Chris, at this point, they seem to have contained it to just a few hot spots that have been flaring up periodically over about the last half hour or so, and even some of those have calmed down just in the last few minutes as winds have sort of given firefighters a little bit of a break. One of the things they had working in their favor tonight was firefighters say there is a reservoir very close by. Choppers were able to fill up, come over, dump water, and aggressively attack that water from the air, run back to the reservoir, refill, and repeat over and over again. And that was something that firefighters say helped them knock down the worst of this fire very quickly. One thing that made that firefight difficult here on the ground is this remote location. It is several hundred yards off any major road, and it is rough terrain to get there. The vegetation in the Santa Clara riverbed is very dense. That also made it difficult for firefighters. Once this sparked, it really spread quickly, but they say they've been able to contain that and mostly halt that forward progress just shy of Victoria Avenue, where traffic was only briefly interrupted. Take a listen to what firefighters had to say about this fight tonight.
So it's a coordinated effort. Our aviation assets are able to fly in and give precision drops right over the fire. And while they're doing so, they're communicating with our ground resources and guiding them in, where we can take our engines and our hand crews to go do the hard work, the other piece of the hard work, which is putting water on the fire.
So the most difficult thing for them tonight will be winds if they pick up. Firefighters, as Chris said, will likely be out here through the night because those hot spots are still flaring up. But at this point, they have seemed to have mostly contained it. And because of this remote location, they say there were no structures or homes threatened in all of this. That's good news for the people who live in this area.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown.